Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakes. You're watching Global Governance TV. And just today we'll discuss the so-called Godman, Mr. Suraj Singh Jatab, alias Bhole Baba and Narayan Hari, recently in the Hathras Stampede, in which 121 person already killed. I will not say the died due to the stampede, due to negligence of the local organizers, and the sixth person has been arrested, and our main accused going to be arrested very soon. But strangely, the name of the main accused, as I think, as everybody think, Mr. Suraj Singh Jatab or Bhole Baba has been not named even there. So ridiculous. And uh, this is already, just you see, satsang organizers and questioning if needed. Police is saying like that. And former police constable turned preachers, Bhole Baba prayer meeting in Hathras, even 200 kilometers from Delhi, saw the death of 121 people, a vast majority women, after rush to the exit among the 250,000 devotees who came to watch him preach. A permission was only for 80,000. What nonsense, what the administration was doing. And whatever just volunteers of the Baba, they don't allow the police, how police just see that? But this is not a one-day story. The last 30 years, he has been active in that area. And officially easily blame the dust storm of spark panic, just trying to touch the feet, or taking the dust from his leg and from the blessings, where the preachers had passed. So IG Police Aligarh Range Salam Mathur has informed media 1 lakh rupees announced, and the non-bailable warrant will be issued against the Prakash Madhukar. So we can understand how the investigation is going on. And the cop clarified the government has, so-called government will not question it. Will make the arrest based on what investigation reveals. And will question the Baba if necessary. It's too early to say. And he is just out of range. Police is raiding and are looking into all the places, looking after how just he should be arrested. It's really nonsense. So on this serious issue, how the Goldman is, we have the two eminent panelists, Vandana GGN from Chicago. She is a senior journalist, and Poonam Sharma ji, a political analyst and a social activist from the land of Mata Kamakhya, Guwahati. So before just going to discussion, we'll show some. I think I'm not we're not allowed to show the video. Some clips I'll show you. First, you see how the gathering was there, how were they dressing, controlled or uncontrolled, how the country is going. We are talking, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi talking about the Viksit Bharat, and how it's matter of concern. Just see. Just see the gathering. Permission was only for 80,000 people. You know, more than there is no such arrangement. They have to stop. All the people have stopped before the passing the all the carcass of Baba, and just you see how the people is just treated. Then see, most of the dead person are the ladies. See. And still, some bites and some visuals, they are believing this is not due to Baba. What nonsense. All the history teacher criminal is just turned into the Godmen and preachers. How we can execute them? And what ground? See. So, Vandanaji, what is going on? What is how we're just going to now frame ourselves? We are so developed country. Do you think there is a reason for the illiteracy, awareness?
Good
What
evening.
we are just going to the Vishguru, we have the La religion, Sanatan Hinduism. Another way, he was just preaching there is no religion on the earth, only humanity is the only religion. We pray just only pray for that. They are trying to empower and so many tricks and magics just try to show the public.
Good evening to our viewers and to both of you. Today is July the 4th. This is the Independence Day of my country where I live.
Yeah. So
And
greetings to you just for the happy Independence Day to the United States of
happy
America.
4th of July.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
today is July 4th when our monk Swami Vivekananda left his humanly body in
Yeah.
1902. Let's do a remembrance to him when he came to this soil in America and
Yeah. Especially in Chicago.
he said, I'm addressing you from the religion which is a mother of all religion. That is
Yeah.
called Sanatan Dharma,
Yeah.
Hindu Dharma. So when we starting this, so I thought it is very significant to remember. And on the counter, today is July 4th. We are seeing it what's live happening in Mumbai on the Marine Drive. They are welcoming Team India, which has come back from
Yeah. Today,
means
our Prime Minister also
yeah,
welcomed the Team
yeah.
India.
So there is a road show going on, and there are millions of people on the road and the Marine Drive. So when I'm talking about, like, when these kind of things do happen, so there are chances we are seeing it, like how the inclement weather. Talking about this con man, which is our subject today, people do have to realize if he was a real guru, if he was a real saint, he should have stayed back. He should not have abandoned them. That is, and he's fled. We have seen how his convoy ran, and people are just after him. Why should we be asking an administration to and blaming them to be responsible for this when their own administration said we don't need the people from the administration, we have our own administration? So it is for people, it is so hot, scorching heat outside and humid, where there will be, you can very well imagine if you have said that 80,000 and their infrastructure means the structure is not there to cater that kind of people. Even water will not be available for them to drink,
Yeah.
And so that's what where is a complete failure. You can have faith, but for this kind of person who's a con man, I mean, you should know whom you are following in today's time. And when we talk about illiteracy in Bharat, I'm just talking about it is not about the literacy which teaches you, because it is the education which is important. There is a
Yeah.
difference. With the literacy, you can have degrees, and we find people in JNU with the literacy.
Awareness also.
So there is an education which you need to have your sanskars, which is very,
Yeah.
very important, which you get at home. You don't tell, like, they always say when Swami Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna Paramhans, whose toes you should be touching. My mom has told, Guru ka bhi pariksha lena chahiye, whether he is capable of to be a guru.
That's the point.
That's what it is. And we come from that धरती. आप बोलते हैं कि संतों की धरती है. There has been sant, they'll be coming, those who sacrificed. But this is not a sant. He's insulting and humiliating. And this sends a
Yeah.
wrong message all across. We have to
So,
be very careful.
but
Thank you.
it is a wrong message, and you say just we should also taste the gurus, and there is culture or not. But Poonamji, where you are just have been living, there is a really spiritual place and a religious place of the world, and very powerful place, the land of Mata Kamakhya, and you have seen there so many miracles also, and you have come across the life. So we can say like that. How this the I think so-called God man, a history cheater, a criminals, was trying to cover with the name of the so-called religion, just talking the humanity, and there is no religion on the earth, and how the public was just attracting to them, how the gathering was there, how they try to impose them himself. What's the reason behind it? Why they do this? This is not the first case of the country.
Namaskar. This the unfortunate incident which had taken place. This is very sad, actually. These deaths. Who is responsible? If the this self-styled godman, Vandana ji, really, she said that if he was really a saint, he would have been stayed back, and he would have been, he should have been approached. He should have approached people by, visiting, but he has fled from the place. So that shows that there is something wrong. And in our Bharatiya parampara, we do have gurus, we do have good saints, we do have. This is a land of saints, actually, and it is
Yeah.
the parampara. It is actually all this gets rooted. It's rooted in our knowledge system, actually, Indian knowledge system. We do have such practices which are very much, these are all energies, actually. But these type of people, those who simply, when they, manipulate the feelings of emotions of innocent people, that is very unfortunate. And and the reason you are talking about that, what is the reason? I tell you, the people, those underprivileged, the less privileged people, they go for these people, for these self-styled godmen, just to, for some fulfilling their expectations, actually, nothing more than that. They think, if, out of, suppose, 1000 people have approached, and out of them, suppose if 50 or 70 people, they have just by chance, if their wishes are being fulfilled, so then this, because we are a crowd, actually, Bharat has a lot of, it's a large population. So these things, they substantiate to the further being bringing the crowd. And these self-styled godmen, they have made a business. The organizers, they all organize all those shows. And in later period, in the means the politicians and the people, those who manipulate those who want the crowd, that is transformed into votes. So this is actually, it's a nexus, it's a system going on, and that has to be very
But
much,
it is a matter
education
of
is very
naxus. You are
important.
talking of the naxus. How they
Yes,
created the naxus and politics and the
right,
religion, and how
right.
the so-called the religious leaders. That is also a
Yes,
matter of
it's not
concern for the society.
religion. It's not religion, because that fellow, he doesn't
This is
talk
a
about
matter of online
anything.
discussion. This is a religion or not, but generally they are called the religion. And I will.
They are
What is the
exploiting.
difference
They
between
are
religion and
exploiting
superstition?
the,
How
because
the person is came in the grip of superstition, and
because
how the religions. This is also a matter of concern.
right. Right, because these people, these self-styled godmen, they know how to manipulate the feelings, the emotions
But
of the people.
how is they grown like this? Why not
There has
stop?
to be,
Why the
there
history has
has
been
to be,
changed earlier?
there
Last
has
30
to be,
years, we are a
there has,
society.
there has to be a support of, there has to be a support system, so
How
that
does
these
Akhilesh
people
Yadav
grow.
reacted? If there is two
Right,
Baba in the UP, should be
right,
arrested?
right.
Although it has been seen the photographs on social media that Suraj Singh Jatav is sitting with Akhilesh Yadav. He is from his constituency. How he has been promoted.
So the
Knowing the
politicians,
all
they
facts,
shelter.
today facts is coming out of that. He is a history sitter. So many cases were pending. He was just left the police service. And he was also saying, I was in police, I got the pension, like that. How does they are proclaimed himself? This is also a society, also concern. We'll discuss how the religion association, how we can maintain, how this type of the godmen should be stopped, just to curse the society. The time of break, after break, we'll just take this issue accordingly. Please stay with us. Well, on the break, we are talking about just Hathras Satsang Stampede and just how we just feel and whole country is in grief. Already President of Bharat, Prime Minister, and all dignitaries has just saying the messages of just so grief and that should not be this matter of different concern. But Vandana ji, how just you analyze the whole things? This is not a one-day affairs. Sorry,
Yeah,
this is a continuous
absolutely.
process is going on.
Absolutely, you just said that. We have seen this as an Hathras episode, and what will happen? It will be an issue of debate for a weeks, and then after that, people will forget what happened and know whom to be blamed. Will we be able to see the outcomes? Me and you
See,
will means me and you will talk.
what is this?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is
Gathering.
absolutely ridiculous.
How people have to make the pool?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, those these kind of crowds, evidently seems to be, I'm being very honest with you, they may not even have the water to drink for that many number of people, which is
Yeah.
like, yeah. So when you talk about that arrangements that they had made it, this is not the responsibility. If even if the administrations is involved, administration should get paid for the services, to be very honest. This only happens now. It's a compensation issue. The government,
Technically
no,
speaking,
there
there
is
is
there
only
is one
permission
thing.
of 80,000.
No,
Permission
no,
of 80,000. But
no, no, no.
gathering was more about 3 lakhs.
I am just coming to means then they should not have allowed those people, that administration that they claim that they have their administration, they should have not let the other people enter. 81,000 persons should not have. But another thing which I'm coming up, the burden on the taxpayers. So the
Yeah.
government has to pay to the people, those who've been killed over there. For what? Why should government be paying? It should be coming from Baba's kitty. He has so much
Yeah.
of money.
This is
Why
also a matter
tax?
of question. PM
Why
have
tax?
announced 2
No,
lakhs to
this has become a practice.
this is person. Yeah.
This has become a practice in Bharat. We see that, and sometimes me and my friends we discuss here. We laugh so loud. There is no government's fault for anything. 5 lakh for anything, like when you have to have evacuation.
That is also a matter of concern. You are right.
This is a very big issue. When you have Operation Ganga, you are getting those kids from there, like Kuwait issue very recently, and the government has paid. When they were earning, they were not paying to the government of India, to be honest. This is, means, I don't know. This never happens in America.
Actually, yeah, you're right. This is a different question. Why governments would pay it? This
So
is a
coming
different
back to,
subject.
because this is also correlated to it. When we're
Yes.
talking about that many number of people are going, and you talk about, we always say Bharat is a land of sages, to be honest. Like, we always say that.
But not like this type of sages.
No,
Sorry.
no, sages, I said. He's a
Yeah,
convert.
I understood.
We had Sant
But
Vivekananda. We
yeah,
cannot forget that.
we can't. We should not.
Yeah. So when he said on the foreign soil, means we're just discussing what is this guy even making his own empire, and we're talking about this other guy Akhilesh Yadav. He has so much of pain, but what did he do? This, all his ashrams are in Manpuri. He has so much of land over there, and now there will be inquiry coming up. How did he acquire? Where from the money came? Means, why should these kind of people get this kind of benefits? And he's not the only one, Kumar Rakesh ji. Many of these kind of,
Yeah.
you go.
No,
If you,
earlier the Dharendra Brahmachari, other the Chandra
yeah,
Swami, and so many just like.
yeah. If you go towards,
I have seen so many politicians they stood and then that big line to just see the Chandra Swami.
yes,
That also conman and godman. What we can say? There's a
how
long
big,
history of the
big
country.
lands, big lands they have acquired. They have, like, if you're going Delhi to Ambala, you will find this jatha, this jatha, this jatha. And when it needs to be giving water to the people, those who are going for
The
Kavad
story of
Yatra.
Ram Rahim, everybody
Yeah,
knows how they have been just jailed,
yeah.
how they are coming out and
So
go
when will
for the sake of the
this is
votes, for the
arise and
politics.
awake? This is a time that we should remember Swami Vivekanand. Arise and awake to the people of Bharat.
You're talking something, Vandana ji, Poonam ji, rise and awake. Do we think in this whatever circumstances of the country, we are ready to awake, rise, and whatever? Just he's saying, just trying to convey, Poonam ji.
Yes, if you see the style of working of these self-styled godmen, these people have the capability to pull crowds actually by whatever means. They may, have some
How it
psychological
possible? Just talking in the
tools.
crowd.
Yeah, they are pulling crowds. Can't you see? Can't you see 80,000? It is a big number. More than that. How they are doing it? How they
Wow.
are doing it? They are being manufactured actually. These type of self-style godmen, they manufacture themselves, and there are external agencies which help them in making themselves like that. And this crowd is, they transform into votes. So definitely political people, they shelter, and they, these type of things develop in the society, that has to be stopped. And that innocent people, they can't understand actually what is going on, how they are being exploited. You see, sitting in such a sun, it's such a heat, and without water. And this is an incident, the stampede had occurred and we came to know. But if it would had not happened, these things would have been, they are being carried on, they have been going on for so many years. So you see, we should people should be aware actually. Only the awareness, not only education is some. There are many educated people also, those who follow such godmen, I should say, self-style godmen. So there should be an awareness among the people of, the innocent people, that God is one. And it is, you have Sanatan Dharma actually. Today, at present, I should say, I'm sorry to say that there is a, means a leadership to Sanatan Dharma. This is missing actually. The people, those who should be responsible, they are not doing their duties properly. They are not going to the villages. They are not going. There was a time, I tell you, when Tulsidas ji, when he has written Ramcharitmanas, and later on, there were people, those who had Ramcharitmanas was, it was carried door to door. There were katha, Ram katha, these are. And those saints, they did
But
not
Purnamji, we are talking
charge.
about this is con Godman. The last, but not least,
So this is
Vandana
about
ji.
reform,
How we
right?
can stop them with awareness, with the
Yes,
what is the role of
number one
government, what
awareness.
is the role of public?
Number
Purnamji.
Let's
government.
talk
I do
senses.
not. I
Let's
do
talk
not.
senses. To be
I do
honest,
not
it is
think.
with the consciousness of ours. Now, when we talk about we are the fifth largest economy, we are going to be number three. Each and everyone, you cannot say the people in the villages don't have the smartphone accesses. So it is a
Yeah.
time for them to realize, like, you cannot be fooled by. That is
Yeah.
where the
So
upbringing
That
I
has
is
think
that
the
who will do this?
key word is
Who will do this?
awareness.
Who will do this? Who will make them aware? That is
Each
why
one
I'm saying
like
that.
formula.
No, no, no.
We
It's
have also
like,
responsibility
I'm
as
telling.
living the society.
I want to just say that the religious, the Sanatan, there are many organizations, and then many responsible people, those who carry forward these things. They can talk about our dharma. They talk about. So these people, they should be responsible, and they should make people aware in the villages. And they should make, them aware that yes, what is our Sanatan Dharma. So people, they don't know about our Sanatan Dharma. That is why so many conversions are taking place. Because in villages, whatever, not only villages, there are people, those who are not aware, those who do not. I'm citing an example. I'm telling you, in Meghalaya, there is a very interior place. There are some Hindus, they are still there. I have come to know, some people told me that, as because there is no dharm guru going on, they do not know about our dharma. So people, they have become very ignorance is there. So they easily, they take to other, they fall into the trap of the conversions. This is also going on. This is,
That is
and
a
this is a
different issue.
bad
That
sign. It's not a
this
different
is a
issue.
matter
It
of
is.
Hindu people. They are not going to convert. He is in.
accountability is a major issue, which one has
Right.
to be, because which is missing. Because
Right.
if you're talking about 80,000, then why that 80,000 and the one person above that was allowed inside? There is
Right.
no, because if he has his own administration, he has his own force, and he said he doesn't need any help from the administration. So that is a complete failure of this Baba and his kebab, to be honest. And
Right.
people
This
like
is
him.
these type of self-styled godmen actually, they should stop and they should be barred. There should be some new rules. There should be strong, stringent rules to encounter such people in the society.
So I think that light has gone in the country. Just we understand. So I connected with the. You see in the. Okay, the light has come now, with the grace of God. So we can understand the what is the status and what we should do as a citizen of the country. Each one teach one formula. As I think for the awareness is important, and we should go with that. I think we both agree with that. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.